and welcome back to my channel. And this is my 4th time filming this, so let's hope this time goes better. But this is my December book haul and also my Christmas book haul, so let's jump right into it. First thing I have here to show you guys is something that's not a novel at all, but it is an adult coloring book, so I thought I'd share it with you guys, and that is the Bob's Burgers adult coloring book. And this is one of my favorite adult cartoons. I love this show. It's so funny and I just love the characters so much, so I really wanted to get the coloring book of it, and I do hope that I actually, you know, use it because I have a few of these and I don't really use them, so I do want to actually color this one. Next up here I have another copy of my favorite book, and that is the Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides, and I'm so happy to have another copy of it. I never see different editions in my personal bookstore, like not my personal bookstore, but like the bookstore. Jeez. And when I saw this copy, I just couldn't leave without it, so I got this copy of the Virgin Suicides, which is really nice, and I'm happy to have it. Next up here, I also have Dark Lover by J.R. Ward, and I got this from Kayla, and if you've seen my unboxing that I did with her, she sent this to me, and it's about vampires and all that sort of jazz, so I'm looking forward to reading it. And from the comments from that video, a lot of you guys said that you really liked this book and that it was really addicting and it was like your guilty pleasure read, so I'm interested to see what this one is going to be all about. Also from Kayla, she sent me OCD Love Story by Corey Ann something, and basically this is a book, I believe, about two people who have OCD that, you know, get together and whatnot, and I'm very interested to see how this book's gonna play out. Next up I have here is Vengeance Road by Erin Bowman, and this book I got for Christmas because I did put it on a list because I did read this one a few months back, maybe a little while ago. This year though, a few months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I don't know, but I read it and I really enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't like my favorite all-time read ever, but it was a really good Western and I just enjoyed my time reading it, and I absolutely adored the setting, so I wanted my own copy of it. And the cover though, the cover, honey, like, it's beautiful, so I have to have it. I want to display it on my shelves, and I just really enjoy this book, so when I look at it, it just makes me happy, so yeah. What I have here is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson, and this book sounds incredible. It's so highly acclaimed, and it came out this year, and it's about, like, I know it has this sci-fi element, but it's mostly contemporary mental illness, and I'm so looking forward to reading it. I want to know much more than I already do, but I'm just super excited to give this a read, and I just feel like it's going to be so hard-hitting, and I'm so excited. Up here I have Carry Me Like Water by Benjamin O'Leary Science, and I also asked for this one for Christmas, and this book, you know, this author wrote Aristotle and Dante, and then the rest of the long-ass title. And it was amazing. And he also wrote Last Night I Sang to the Monster, which was also amazing. See, I can't even process this. So the fact that I have this, I'm super excited to read it. Look at the spine, guys. It's cool. Not the point though, but I'm super excited to read another book by him, and his writing is incredible. He has poetry out. Did you guys know that? Like, it says in here, like, other stuff by him, and there's a poetry section. Like, if you guys know me, I kind of freaked out a little, so I'm really excited for this. Next up here, I have this little tiny book, and this is the Selected Works of Edgar Allan Poe, and I got this as a gift from one of my friends, Lena, so thank you so much to her if she's watching this. But basically, this is just a little thing of some of his poems and short stories, and I'm just so happy to have this. It was so thoughtful because she knows how much I love Poe, and I just want to bring this on the go with me and read it when I just feel like it, and yeah, so I'm super happy to have this. Next up here, I have Blue Exorcist Volume 16, which this is the 16th volume in the Blue Exorcist series, the manga series. And the series is so much fun, and I've read up to Volume 15, so when 16 came out this month in Canada, I was super excited to run to the bookstore and get it. So I got it, I read it, and I quite enjoyed it, and I'll talk about it in my wrap-up. Next up here I have When Jack by Joseph Boyden, and this book is a very short little thing, but it is incredible, and it is about a boy who escapes from a residential school, and it's about his journey and everything he goes through, and it's so hard-hitting and so important, so I'd highly recommend picking this up, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Next up here I have Beautiful and Damned by Robert M. Drake, and I got this one for Christmas as well. This author usually writes poetry, which I've read some of the poetry collection that this author has come out with, but I'm super excited about this one because it's kind of like, it just says stories, so it's like little, like, short story thingies, and it's split up into The Beautiful and the Damned, and I know The Damned is like way bigger, but I'm looking forward to reading this one and seeing kind of how this author does everything, and how these are going to be like, I feel like they're either going to be like romantic or tragic or both, and I'm just so excited. So I'm excited to see how this author is going to kind of put that all together and make it into little stories, and how good they're going to be and all that sort of stuff. So I'm excited. I have a pile of poetry because, you know, if you've been here, you know my obsession with poetry. But first up, I have Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, which I got for Christmas as well. And I've already read this one before, and I liked it. I didn't love it, but I do want to give it a second read because I didn't read it. I read it at a weird time. It was like in the middle of a readathon when I wanted to finish a bunch of books, and I read this at like 2 a.m. and I was like half asleep, I feel like, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. So I do want to give it another read and see how it is the second time around. Here I have 4 books by Long Leave. These are all her like poetry collections, like all of them that this author has come out with. And I have The Universe of Us, Love and Misadventure, Lullabies, which was my personal favorite out of the 4, and Memories. And I read all of these this month, and I'll talk about them in my wrap-up, but I really did enjoy this author's works this month, so I got those. Next up here for the poetry, I have Ariel by Sylvia Plath, and I just finished this like just now, like just before filming this 10 times, but this was quite good, and I'll talk about it in my wrap-up. And Sylvia Plath, holy hell, she gave me like goosebumps, because some of, like, shit, this is dark, man. So I got Wonder, and this is a middle grade book about a boy who, his face is like, he has a deformity on his face, and it's about him going to school and just him experiencing everything. And it sounds so sad and just so important, and so many people love it, so I totally want to read it. So I wanted to read this for so long, so I finally was like, Julia, you're buying it today. So I got it. I'm so excited to have it and to read it. So yeah. Next up here I have Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland, and this book is a YA contemporary that came out not long ago, and it's a mental health one, so I'm excited for it. I've heard it's good. Blair from Blair's Books talked about it, and I was like, she liked it, gotta read it. Also have The Wonder by Emma Donoghue, the author who wrote Room, and since this came out, I know it deals with like eating disorders, and like it's like an adult contemporary thing, and I'm so excited for this. It's like won an award already, and it like just came out not long ago, so I'm like, holy. But this is like $32 Canadian, which that's a lot of money, and because it's an adult hardcover, you know, I think you understand, my people. So I was waiting for it to go on sale. So it was put to sale for like $25, which I'm like, still expensive. So then I went to Indigo. It was on 15, and then it was 30% off that. So I was like, so happy, so excited for this. I read the first book in this series, and I loved it, and the books were just so expensive, and I wanted them all in hardcover, and it's just like they're full price, and I'm like, no. But then I got them for Christmas, and I got The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and my personal favorite cover of like all time, and this cover is like my favorite thing ever. Look at it. I can't. I love deer too, so that just like made my life. So yeah. Next up here I have From a Buick 8 by Stephen King, and this was gifted to me by Kayla along with those other 2 books, so thank you so much to her for that. During World War I, and I just started reading it in the bookstore, and I really like was enjoying it, and I just want to read more Hemingway, so I purchased this. Next up here I have Faithful by Alice Hoffman, and I got this from my friend Lena as well, and this is an adult contemporary, and I believe it's that's all I know actually. It's an adult contemporary, and the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and it's, I think, doing really well, like selling wise, so I want to read it. And last but not least, I have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and this beautiful slipcase edition, and this is all illustrated, and it has those, you know, nice pages, and it has a ribbon. Actually, no, it doesn't have a ribbon, never mind. Usually these things come with ribbons. Okay, not the point, but I'm super happy to have this, and you know, gotta love Dickens, and especially this classic, and I just saw this, it was on sale, and I was like, so much for watching. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas, and that you're all had a good month, the last month of the year. So excited for the new year. well, I'm not like so excited, but I'm looking forward to the new year, and I hope you guys all had a great month and had a great day today. Yeah. And I'll see you guys all very soon with a new video. Bye!